Hello everybody, I'm Brainy Diode, and I am back with another episode of A Hat in Time. Last time, we cleaned out the Subcon well and investigated Queen Vanessa's manor. And this time, it's back into the Subcon forest with us for yet more contracts. I believe we only have 2 more before we unlock the chapter finale. So, I might just go ahead and take care of both of them this time. We'll see how long this first one takes, and then I'll make a decision of whether I'll do the second one this time. That dweller was heading right for me. I was a little bit nervous. I always forget that that's going to happen, and that the dweller doesn't actually attack you. So, you can see there's some weird stuff going on.
Please disregard my twitchy behavior. My body has been to places that have left a permanent mark.
If you say so, man. Alright, so I was right about this badge. Although we still don't have access to that last safety pin, which bothers me. Also, apparently we can crash into dwellers. So obviously there's something going wrong here. So, guessing that's what we have to set right. And we have this area that we couldn't get to before, but now we can because we have the hookshot badge, which is nice. Seem to be some captured dwellers in here. That's a bit weird. And just this strange arena with that in the middle. So here is the Haunted Outhouse, which is just flat out the goofiest boss in the game. Like, why? Whose idea was it to have a haunted outhouse be the boss of a level? Right, and so, as you can probably already tell, what you have to do is grab these apples that it throws at us and throw them back at it. Ow. Alright. Not doing great at dodging that shockwave attack, but it's not the worst. So things are a little different this time. This time you have to hit the, use the hook shot bit in the center to hit the bubble with the apple in it, and grab the apple and throw it at the outhouse. And this boss theme is way too dramatic for such a goofy boss. My goodness. Alright, so now we need to use these platforms to climb up on top of the giant bomb apple and hit the outhouse. I believe we will need to repeat that one more time. Or maybe not. Okay, we just hit the outhouse there. Go. I think the contract said that the soul in the outhouse is ours, so it doesn't really make too much sense why it's attacking us like this, but alright. Also, we can just completely skip that last platform and go in for the kill. It is still up. We just cannot get rid of there. Right as I say, we just can't get rid of this outhouse. There it goes. Alright. Another contract complete. So that was extremely short, so I'm not going to have that be the entire episode. We will go ahead and do one more contract this time around. Once we can get it. Intruder alert. That's an interesting look. We will not be talking to that person quite yet, though. Instead, we will be grabbing the pawn that has randomly spawned in our toy chest. Is that a toy chest? What's inside? Oh, yep, that is definitely a toy chest. Alright, so... we are very close to unlocking the finale. But the Snatcher says we've got to explore the forest and find more contracts, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. You know, since that was so short, I might just, do some exploring of the forest in this episode, instead of actually taking care of that last contract, and leave that till next time. Because I believe the boss fight in this chapter is a little on the short side, too.
You weren't expecting to get your soul back just because you completed your initial contract, were you? Well, too bad. You're my newest servant, and our business isn't concluded yet. Get it done, then we'll talk.
I mean, I did complete all of the contracts, including the one that involved beating up my own soul, so I'm not really sure what you're talking about. So, in case you were wondering, this tree is climbable. It is very difficult to climb and will probably take me many tries, but it is climbable. And I don't recall for sure if it has a rift token or a relic at the top. I think it's a relic. Honestly, I really can't remember. It could be either. So let's see if we can... not if I have the hover badge, which I should probably equip if I'm going to be up here, since I don't think there are any hookshot hooks on this tree. Should just be able to climb the tree as soon as you enter the forest. That was close. That was a close one. Alright, so... alright, for our first go, we are doing not bad at all right now, honestly. I was not expecting to get this high up on my first try. Alright, this is where it gets difficult. Yeah, you can see there, that jump is really hard to make. Okay. Jump onto this mushroom, then up to these mushrooms. Can I land on the mushroom, please? Thank you. Then onto this bit. Oh, jeez, this is hard. Okay, and then we have to jump over to that branch. I would not like to restart this whole process, considering I am very close, actually. Oh, well, whoop. Okay. That went less terrible than it could have. Okay, we can do this. We can do this, guys. It is so hard to see where that mushroom is. Depth perception, don't fail me now. Oh, we are so close. No! That was the wrong direction. There we go. Okay. And it is a relic at the top. There we go. And now, all the way back down. Never mind, I guess we're not going all the way back down. And we can't go through that area quite yet. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to re-equip the hookshot badge. What? Found your way here already? That's a shame. Oh, look, it's the noose!
You look new around here. You know, I haven't seen a good solid neck like yours for a long time. I wouldn't mind being strapped around a cute neck like yours. I would be honored to be the one who squeezes the life out of you. You can grab onto me whenever you'd like. As long as I get a glimpse of that neck of yours.
I love the noose. Like, whose idea was it to just include a talking noose that sexualizes your main character's neck? It's just so dumb. Oh, I love this game.
And up we go.
And another one. Oh, is that his only line? Oh, that's too bad.
We want to die! Yay! We want to burn bright. Our bonfire neat.
Alright, so they just say the same as the other ones. So, this is an example of how it's not always possible to keep completely out of the swamp. And if we can defeat these foxes by burning these paintings, we will be able to access a little bit more of the forest. There we go. Okay, so is Hat Kid saying become one with the fire, or the foxes saying become one with the fire? I've never quite been able to tell. I mean, for a long time, it sounded like the foxes, but... Or I assumed it was the foxes for a long time, rather. But right there, it really sounds like it's the, really sounds like Hat Kid's voice, so I don't know what's up with that. Oh, that's not good. This isn't good. This isn't... Okay. No problem. I made it through just fine. Now, this is a little embarrassing, but I don't actually remember where it is we have to go for the last contract. Honestly, if I had just stayed on the main path, I probably could have gotten there without too much of an issue. Here's another firewall. Haha. We will have to find more foxes if we are going to get through there.
Take it easy, my friend.
Here is a burning part of the forest. That's an interesting aesthetic. I constantly feel like I am mispronouncing that word. And I've gotten made fun of for mispronouncing that word once or twice, but I really... I don't know, man. I don't know. That... What? Okay, well... I guess we're down here now. Let's go ahead and grab this yarn. Maybe? There we go. Thank you. Ice yarn! Do we have enough for you? Oh, we have enough for the ice hat! That's the wrong button.
Gotcha!
Alright. So, we now have all of the hats that we're supposed to have by this point. Here we go.
Oh, wait. It's you. I was kind of expecting a new victim to step in my traps. I've already taken your soul and everything. Have you even completed your contractual obligations yet? Don't take it personal, kid. But stay clear of my traps. It's only still... but since you did... Ooh, yeah. Pick your poison. Which...
Oh yes, pick from the one choice. So, like you can see, regardless of what you choose in which order...
Bad choice. This one should be a breeze. You're leaving all the difficult contracts for the newbies, though, which is really rude when you think about it. Whatever. Smell you later.
Alright, so he does say the same thing, and I am not going to say the same thing that I said I wasn't going to say last time. I was in the middle of saying something. Right. No matter which order you do the contracts in, you will eventually wind up... Ow! Okay, so the spider does respawn. Would have been nice to know that before I got hit, but what are you gonna do, I guess? Okay, can I... There we go, that yarn is all I wanted. Right, and I don't have the, hover badge on right now, so I'm not going to hover. That's okay. Okay, so there's a time rift in there. You know, honestly, doing a time rift right now would not be a bad plan, considering, we need to exit this level to go do our last contract anyway, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So, our second non-memory time rift. We've got these interesting little pink blocks that seem to be falling down. That makes me sad. Alright, they only seem to fall if you hit them on the top. Does that seem accurate? Yep, going up on the side doesn't seem to do anything to them, so looks like they'll only drop if you touch the top of them, which makes them a little bit easier to deal with. Oh, we did regain our health when we came in here. Either that or we got some health pawns that I already managed to forget about. Honestly, wouldn't put it past me, but... whoop. Just barely made that, okay. Yaha! Woohoo! Wahoo! Guess I'm in a Mario kind of mood right now. This does feel like a Mario level to a degree, though. I believe those big rectangular prism spinning platforms are like basically ripped directly from Mario Sunshine, but that's okay. A good game knows when to take inspiration from another good game. So, confession time, I have never actually played Super Mario Sunshine, but I have heard almost exclusively good things about it. Okay, so that didn't work out. I think what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to equip the hover badge and the sprint hat. Did not have to be in the menu to equip the sprint hat, but since I was in the menu anyway, figured I might as well. And I would have actually shown you what the sprint hat does, but I think I may have... Whoop. Yep, I sure did press the wrong button. Let's try not to get ourselves killed this time. Oh, what on earth? Okay, was not expecting that. Oh, will we have to start the whole time rift over again? I think we might have to. Oh, we sure do. Oh, never mind. Okay. Interesting. So let's try to handle this a bit better this time. And made it. Oh, that was a bad idea. Alright, so it looks like I can reach the timepiece from the lantern hook. These actually aren't lanterns this time, they're just hooks. It was not clear the first time that I could do that, so now I know I can do that, and now you do too. Alright, we can get a new remix. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a new remix. New remix has been unlocked for time rifts. Don't actually know how you equip, so to speak, new remixes, but I don't think they just happen automatically. I think it might be like if you go to a level in the level select, you have an option to listen to the remixed music, which is interesting. Also, now that we have the ice hat, you'll notice that there's this beam of light here. If we jump off of here and swim around in here, we can use the ice hat. Okay, so this is what the ice hat does. It turns you into an ice sculpture and drops you down extra heavy hard. And if we do it in just the right spot, maybe. Okay, game, don't make a liar out of me. There we go. We can drop down. Day 10. A toilet. A toilet. Why is there a smelly, dumb, gross toilet in the forest? And why do I have to deal with something so smelly and dumb and gross? The Snatcher is such a jerk. Why do I have to do this? I don't want to touch a toilet. Alright, so it looks like we get a little diary of the most recent level we've completed, which is kind of cool. Also, since I haven't really been able to show off what the Ice Hat does in a level yet, man, we almost have enough to unlock this next chapter. This is... yeah, that's chapter 4. That's the last original chapter. Yeah, so, actually, technically no, but, I mean, chapter 5 only half counts. So there are 5 chapters in the main game. The final chapter is only 1 level long, so it's by far the shortest. And then there are 2 DLC chapters. Do I have enough Rift tokens to use the token machine yet? I guess not. So there are sort of 4 main chapters, and then there's a final chapter, and then there are 2 DLC chapters. So that'll kind of give you an idea of how long the game is. The other... how does Mafia Town compare to the other chapters? The other chapters are a tad bit longer than Mafia Town, but not too much. I mean, you're seeing... we're getting a bit close to finishing chapter 3, so, it's going along smoothly. As I said, this is a much shorter series than the last one I did. But there I was just showing off another thing you can do with the Ice Hat. You can use it to go up this slide and go to the mail room. And then once you're in the mail room, you can do the most important thing you can do in the entire game. Ride the ceiling fan. And also talk to this guy. Don't ask why he's in the ship. Ah! Oh wait, it's you, tiny baby alien. You have returned. I can stay in alien spaceship, yes? I can look at private mail, yes? Learn how aliens think? Please! There is so much mail from faraway places. When Mafia read mail, it almost like Mafia's there. Here, come and read mail with Mafia. Together we can pretend to be in faraway places. Alright, so this is how you can access, different fan-made levels. This game has a decently sizable community for creating fan-made levels as well as modding, and that community is, as you can probably see, supported by the creators. So they have even added a little mail room for you to get mail in the form of new fan-made levels from other players, which is kind of neat. Admittedly, I have not done a ton of fan-made levels myself. I think I've only ever actually played like 2 or 3 fan-made levels myself, but depending on how long the series goes on for, I might take a couple episodes to just mess around and show you what some members of the community have made. I will save that for a later date, though, because right now, I think I'm going to end it off here. Next time, we will be returning to the Subcon Forest for what may just be the last time in a long while to go ahead and finish our last contract and maybe fight the forest's boss. I will see you then.